Hi guys, it's Sheena from thesportsreportgirl.com here with In the Crease, our weekly recap of the top stories from the National Hockey League. So after a week off to attend a family wedding, I am happy to be back in the trenches, and in my time away, it seems like the playoff picture has come a little more into focus. While many teams are only separated by a couple of points and some shuffling may continue, the top 6 spots in each conference are feeling pretty locked in. 2 of the hottest teams of late are the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes. In fact, they've been mirror images of one another as both only lost 3 times the entire month. For Pittsburgh, the March of the Penguins is due in part to Marc-Andre Fleury returning to his old self, posting a .930 save percentage. But the big difference is the acquisition of Chris Kunitz and Bill Guerin. Not only are these guys talented offensive players, but they have brought a swagger and toughness to the Pens that hadn't been seen all season. Now they are playing like a team that not only belongs in the playoffs, but poses a real threat to win it all. As for the Hurricanes, goalie Cam Ward has been a rock in the month of March, posting a .934 save percentage. Their offensive players haven't been too shabby either, with both Eric Stahl and Ray Whitney racking up 18 points apiece during the month. Carolina against Philly is looking like a great first-round matchup. But the one I am hoping for requires Washington to slip to 3rd place so we can have a repeat of the Sid and Alex show. Over in the West, the top 6 positions seem fairly locked in, but St. Louis and Anaheim are still vying for the 8th and final spot. Minnesota was in contention for a while as well, but they've been slipping despite the return of Marian Gaborik. But on the bright side, Cal Clutterbuck broke the NHL record for most hits in a single season. Way to go, Cal. In other news, Commissioner Napoleon Bettman admitted that the financially feeble Phoenix Coyotes were actively seeking investors, or potentially even a new owner, but there was no chance of them leaving the Valley of the Sun. Faced with a bad lease and average attendance, the Coyotes claim they will lose as much as $30 million this year, putting the total loss of the franchise at nearly $200 million since it was sold to current owner Jerry Moyes. But here's the thing. Last year, the franchise was only valued at $142 million by Forbes magazine. So who in their right mind is going to invest in the Coyotes? I mean, you'd be better off putting your money in the stock market. And how about poor Wayne Gretzky? Say what you will about his ability to run the team. I just feel sorry for the guy. Every time I see him in an interview, he looks ready to jump out a window. You can tell he just wants to bail on the whole situation. And the minute the team changes hands, I bet he does just that. Could you really blame him if he did? And finally, last week, there was a disturbing incident when an overzealous hockey fan in Columbus, Ohio, was arrested for making a series of threatening phone calls against the hometown Blue Jackets during their 5-0 win over the Calgary Flames. Police traced the calls to 52-year-old Peter Stenzel, who was found in his Columbus home wearing a Calgary Flames t-shirt. No doubt an empty 12-pack of Labatt's was also involved. And thanks to a close friend of the show from the Blue Jackets organization, we have an exclusive copy of the threatening phone calls. Let's have a listen. Thank you for calling Nationwide Arena Box Office.
Yeah, listen up here, sweet cheeks. I want you to put Ken Hitchcock on the phone.
I'm sorry, sir. Who are you calling for?
Are you friggin' deaf? I said Ken Hitchcock. Now get his ass on the phone.
Nationwide Arena Box Office.
I want to talk to that prick Ken Hitchcock.
Sir, we actually have a game going on right now, so Mr. Hitchcock's a little busy. Even if you weren't, this isn't the number you would call.
You getting small with me, Missy? Huh? I'll come down there and knock your friggin' face in. You got that?
Sir, if you don't stop calling
Tell
here...
that motherfucker that if he doesn't pull that fucking Steve Mason right fucking now, then I'm down there and blow the whole fucking building up. You got that?
Sir, could you please hold?
Damn right I can hold.
Wow. Chilling stuff, right? And to think this terror mastermind was foiled by the old "can you please hold" bit. I guess a sucker is born every minute. Okay, guys. That's it for this edition of In the Crease, but please don't forget to leave your comments. And if you like the show, be sure to subscribe and tell a friend. See you back here next week. Bye-bye.